Welcome to the kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Welcome back to the kingdom, everybody, for a 300-point game of Grimdark Future Firefight. We got Josh is bringing a rather eclectic army with him. We'll let him explain it when we get to it. But here is the battlefield we're going to fight over. It's in the middle of a Great War type conflict, massive conflict, lots of destruction, no man's land, all that good stuff, or bad stuff as the case may be. But here is the field that we're fighting over, and let's get to the mission and the armies. So for today's mission, we are doing another of the custom missions that's been developed by OnePageRules. If you are a Patreon, you already have access to it. Every month they release new missions, but this one's called Minefield. So I figured a World War I no man's land theme kind of board would work for this. So we've got the two teams, and they're trying to recover these objectives here, but the entire board counts as dangerous terrain. So you cannot move outside your deployment zone without taking a dangerous terrain check.
Because the last time we did environmental hazards in a skirmish, it went beautifully.
Yeah, we got a lot of comments. It was fun reading those comments. But,
Oh, God.
So what we've got then is the whole board is dangerous terrain, but not just that. It's double dangerous. According to the rules for the scenario, you have to roll twice as many dice as you would. Now, part of that makes sense because it's skirmish, so you're only moving usually one model at a time. So you roll 2 dice for each one. So it's not huge, but still, there's a very good chance as we move out into the battlefield, we'll just disintegrate, and the game will end on turn 1. It could happen.
It's double dangerous, but it's not triple dog dangerous.
No.
We'll do that next time.
We'll do that one next time.
Triple dog
because
dangerous.
Because what we'll do is we'll have this scenario, and then we'll add on top of that environmental hazards. And,
everyone has cancer. On top of everything else.
And there's 3 snipers in the trees randomly shooting at you. No. But anyways, so we're trying to recover these 6 objectives.
Yep.
The gold coins, you can see there. As we move through the field, there's a new activation available to every unit, which is the equivalent of a minesweeper. So you can use your activation to clear out I think it's a 6-inch radius circle that will then become clean. So as your team moves through, they can clear the way for the other models to come in behind. But your opponent can sow more mines and actually remove your clear areas. And then when we uncover, the first time we uncover an objective, it is a potential mine. So we have to roll for that. So I'm not joking when I say the whole armies might be blown up by turn 2 or 3. This is going to be kind of crazy. Yeah.
It's going to be a triple header.
So we'll have to see how it goes. But that's the scenario. That's the mission. Let's get on over and take a look at the armies. So here is the first half of... What army are you running?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm calling them Jungle Boys. They're basically Human Defense Force.
Okay, so here's Human Defense Force.
Yep.
What do we got?
So I've got 2 infantry squads. My bikini ladies are making a return, hopefully triumphant return.
Well, they won the last game they were in.
They did, yeah. I mean, so I'm hoping. So infantry squad, 2 rifles and 1 fusion rifle, and they have medical training.
You and your
which is a
stupid
12-inch
region.
12-inch radius.
Of course it is.
Yes. And there's a bikini squad over here that's the same. But then I have my Predator running as a Storm Leader. It's got Strider carrying a Master Heavy Rifle, and I gave him Take Aim.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that kind of buffs him just, or buffs people around him a little bit. And this is I have named him Blast Hard Cheese.
Do I want to know?
Space Mutiny, Mystery Science Theater. Google it. Space Mutiny,
okay.
Mystery Science Theater. Blast Hard Cheese is I'm actually running him as a weapon, quote unquote. So he's got a toughness 3 and an autocannon.
Yikes.
Yeah. Then I've got Dutch from Predator.
And notice, folks.
Yes.
Oh, I can get them both in the shot here.
Oh yeah.
He has them as allies on the same team. What's going on here?
Yep. They had a few drinks and just sorted it all out.
Sorted out their differences. Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay.
He's carrying just a Master Rifle, Hero, Toughness 3. Nothing really, nothing really out of stock.
And then the second squad of ladies, same as the previous?
Yep, second squad, same as the first. 2 rifles and a fusion rifle with medic training.
And for my army, I'm running Jackals. So some of you, actually, I don't know if it's posted. It should be by now. But I did a showcase about this video showing these guys that I painted for a commission. And I thought, why not show off what they can do on the table? So using the 40K Kroot models, we are running them as Jackals. So on the far left there, I've got myself a Beast Rider. So he has bounding, which means he moves an extra D3 inches every turn. Carnivore, he's +1 to hit in melee. Impact 2, Strider, and Tough 3. And then his weapon, it's okay. It's not great, but he does more damage with the, I think impact probably. Next to him is an Elite, and I equipped him with a plasma rifle. So I got some heavy firepower there. He also has Carnivore. In fact, the whole army has Carnivore, so +1 to hit in melee. Relentless, so once he takes up a position, he'll be my good long-range support. And he has Strider. Over here, standing on top of the rock, are the 2 commanding officers. So we have the Elite Veteran there, Carnivore, Hero, Relentless, Strider, Tough, and I gave him Martial Prowess. So if he's in cover, every unit that's also in cover within 12 inches of him gets +1 to hit in melee or shooting. I have to pick one, but that's pretty good. So he gives orders to everyone to take aim. And then to the right there, that is the Veteran. And he also, Carnivore, Hero, Strider, Tough, and I gave him Prowl, which means that while he's in cover, everybody that is 12 inches around him that's also in cover is -1 to hit. So hopefully I'll keep him safe because these guys don't have the greatest of defense. In the back, I've got my other Beast model. He's a Beast Gunner, though, long-range fire support. So bounding, Carnivore, he has Protected, which means he ignores the first AP of anything. And Strider, and I gave him a heavy machine gun, so he can basically shoot the entire board and offer some supporting fire. And then last of all, the Elite here up in the front. There's nothing really fancy about him. He is just a stock Elite soldier. So he's going to be the one that gets to lead the way into the minefield to disarm everything, and then the more valuable, important stuff will follow in behind. So there are 300 points of Jackals. So the Jackals won the roll-off for activating. So the first thing, obviously, I have the Elite Soldier there is going to make a beeline towards that objective. But again, as the rules state, the entire board counts as dangerous terrain. And so I have to roll double dice for the dangerous terrain test. He has 1 wound, 2 dice. No ones, please. He's okay. Josh has moved up his Bikini Beach babes.
Tiffany, Amber, Trinity. Let's see what we can do.
You've named them? I don't want to know.
Not officially
I don't want to know. And you will say nothing about the painting process. Nothing. All right.
There's a lot of heavy breathing.
Just shut up and roll your dice. 6,
right.
6, good friend, 6. That's 3. Let's go back to math class.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 3 more.
So first round is fine.
First round's fine, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, my
well
gosh.
done.
Woo. Okay.
Back over to the Jackals. I've had the Beast Rider here go lumbering forward. Actually, we'll have to roll for his bounding. He gets an extra D3 inches.
Roll for that bound.
We'll do that at the end. All he'll do is move closer to the objective. But he has leapt forward from the starting point over here. Now, unfortunately, as a tough 3, I also have to roll 6 dice. And folks, these are the dice I rolled in that Barbarian game with the Chernobyl test.
Yes.
And you guys remember how bad that was. Here we go.
But you ended up winning.
Oh, I got it.
Nice.
It's getting close. The dice are like, come on, let me roll a one.
Just one.
But he's okay. Now, what was his name? Cheese Man?
Blast Hard Cheese.
Blast Hard
Seriously, Space
Cheese.
Mutiny. Mystery Science Theater 3000, Space Mutiny. You can look it up on YouTube.
The source of the name is not nearly as interesting as the name itself.
Let's see, Blast, what can you do?
And he's good too.
He's good. All right. And so he has an autocannon, so 36-inch range, A3, AP2. I'm going to shoot at the little guy up there in the
Okay,
front. I
that
don't know
guy
what he
is
does.
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit?
He's -1 to hit.
Cool. Hitting on 5s. Nothing.
All right, I'll take it. Crude Elite moves up to score that objective and stay in cover. It's a long 3 inches.
Phrasing?
But it's just enough that he can stand there on the pile of rubble and still be holding the objective. However, here is his minefield test. Oh, those 2s, they're just they're tormenting me.
They're tickling on the edge there.
Other unit of Beach Babes moving up, holding the other objective.
Portia, Destiny, and Bridget. All right.
Oh!
Son of a biscuit.
A deafening bang and a flash of light, and 2 members of the squad are gone.
Silicone flies everywhere.
My beast gunner has decided, why bother stepping outside when there's all those exploding things underground? So he just moved within the deployment zone, so no test for him. And he's going to do exactly what I designed him to do. He's going to sit here in the deployment zone and shoot at things. So he's got a shot down at the last Beach Babe trying to hold that objective. 3 shots. He is within range of the elite veteran, so he does have +1 to hit. Hitting on 4s. Those are both cocked. Darn it. 1 hit.
One hit.
AP1.
6.
No. Okay.
Regen.
So,
No.
oh, okay. Here we go. In this crater here,
Yep.
I will decide the fate. 5 or 6.
Yep.
She's gone.
6.
Oh, she's gone.
Yep.
So
6.
the Predator is going to try and seize the objective that the Beach Babes unfortunately blew up trying to get. Now, let's see if this is true to the movie. He is like a master of the terrain, bounding through trees.
Nope.
We'll see what happens. Oh my gosh.
2 hits already.
Yikes. Yeah. All right, the lieutenant has moved forward to take that objective in the middle and to kind of spread out his cover buff.
Yeah.
Or his -1 to hit. However, he stepped out of the deployment zone into the minefield. And he is okay. He is going to shoot instead at the cheese man.
Cheese man. Blast hard cheese.
Hard cheese.
Up on the hill.
Just 1 shot, though. However, it is reliable. So I hit on 2s.
Nice.
There it is. So you've got 1 hit. You are in cover, so you ignore the AP. Take your regular
5.
save.
No.
No, he takes a wound. All right, Dutch moves up, oddly enough, to the alien spaceship. Oh!
He did.
What the?
He did.
Oh my gosh. Wait. I got to roll. He might just be stunned.
Yeah.
He might just be stunned. Yep, he just stunned. For my last activation, the elite veteran has moved up to take center stage there. Moved his full 12, so no shooting, but he's now spreading out his +1 to hit buff a little bit bigger. And he moved through the minefield. Oh! 1, 2, 3. Josh was just asking, is there any way this game is going to rebalance? Well, guess what, Boopsie? 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
And he's dead. The leader steps out into the minefield and kablam.
Oh.
Yeah, we're round 2, final round coming up. So at the end of turn 1, half of Josh's army is dead, and I lost my leader. But folks, we're not done. We still have to actually seize the objectives, which according to the mission parameters, triggers another dangerous terrain test for every model seizing an objective. So we'll start off with the elite over here. That's a 3 and a 4. So he's okay. This now counts as clear, so we'll flip it to the number. So what that means is within 6 inches of that objective now is a clear zone. Anyone moving there does not have to take a dangerous terrain test. Over here, trying to seize this one. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. He makes it as well. Any? Just one. Okay, so the other interesting thing about this scenario is points are scored per round, not at the end. So the Jackals are at 2 points. The Human Defense Force is at 1.
Do we have any side objectives?
No. It's just this.
Gotcha.
As we move on to turn 2.
I moved up Blast Hard Cheese to try to get within range of that objective, which I now am.
Taking cover behind the rubble over there.
Rubble.
But he stepped into the minefield.
I did step into the minefield, so...
Let's see if he does as well as your other character.
If I survive, yeah. Once I survive, if I survive, then I'll decide, I guess, who I'm going to shoot at.
He's good!
He's good! Huzzah!
And he's going to shoot. All right, go after the big guy. So -1 to hit, and I get +1 defense.
All right, 5s. Nothing.
Still nothing. Jackal Elite moved up to take that objective there and also cover behind that tree. Here is his minefield check. Uh-oh, that one's... All right, we're good. And I believe he's within range to shoot at the Predator over there.
Yep.
Quality 4. Oh, you know what? I'll take the one there instead of with the minefield test.
Get it out of the way here.
We're good? We're fine?
Get it out of the way here.
We'll just leave that.
Yeah.
Predators move to seize the objective, but 1 wound, minefield. Oh, look at that.
Nice. Heavy rifle. He actually has quality 4, so that helps a little bit.
Uh-oh.
2 hits at AP1, but you're in cover.
I'm in cover. So the bad news is, though, I only have 1 wound. Defense of 4. You got him.
Nice.
Roll your dice to see if he's dead or just wounded.
5 or 6, right?
Yep. Oh my gosh. So my attempt to hold that objective is done. The Jackals, having cleared out this objective, he had to bound forward to keep the humans from capturing that objective. Unfortunately, all he did was move through the clear zone, so I didn't have to take a test for him, but unfortunately, he had to rush, and so no ability to fire. But that objective in the middle is now contested. The sad news is Josh is going to try and do something about that. Yes. He's moved his beach babes around to take a shot at him, but he had to move out of his clear zone.
I am Kenny Loggins. I have moved into
the danger zone. You're good. You're good.
All right.
So take your shots, -1 to hit.
The fusion rifle, and I've got a regular rifle. So I'll do the regular rifle first on 5.
Uh-oh.
6.
So in cover, 3+. He's okay.
Fusion rifle. I should have done that one first.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So AP4 deadly 3.
6. No, I saw it, but it couldn't manifest. So he's now dead. Roll me a
5
or 6.
Oh, he's
just stunned.
So he can't contest.
He can't contest. Jackal Lieutenant has moved up through the crater here to contest that central objective and put him in line of sight to shoot at the Predator and hopefully deny Josh getting that objective. He only gets 1 shot. It's reliable.
Did you roll for him?
Oh, why did you have to go and remind me of that?
Because it's to my advantage.
I'm trying so hard not to remember that rule. Here we go. Oh, 2. So he's almost dead now. Well, he's almost dead. Let's see if I can make the Predator all dead.
There you go.
That's 3. That's a hit. AP1.
AP1. So, and he's out in the open. So
he's out in the
6.
open.
Oh man. No.
Okay.
5 or 6.
I'll roll it.
Oh yeah.
5 or 6. 4. So he's just stunned, but he is no longer holding that objective.
Yeah.
All right, so I actually had 2 units. The paint job blends in too well with the landscape, and I keep forgetting where my guys are. But the Beast Gunner here, his bounding got him a few inches forward outside the deployment zone, and then he ran into the crater to try and shoot Colonel Hardcheese over there.
Did you? Oh, yeah, you got it.
Ah, yeah. Oh, I won't forget, Josh. So, here we go. Nothing. He's good. So now he's going to shoot. He no longer gets his +1, so he's hitting you on, I think it's 5s.
Yeah.
Shooting at the Colonel. Oh,
That'll do.
that'll do, pig. But you are behind cover, so you ignore the AP.
Oh, goody. So 5s, nothing.
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah.
And
5 or 6.
no, he's just shaken. However, I am now holding that objective.
Yeah.
And then the other beast rider over here, his bounding move, I got the full 4 inches.
That's what she said.
Leapt out of the trees, which put him within 12 inches. He's charging into Dutch. 2 impact hits. Yep, 2 hits at AP nothing.
That might be enough. Yep, 2 hits.
That's 2 hits? Okay, now he's already been knocked out once. So now
4, 5,
on a 4,
6.
5, or a 6. No, he is just stunned again. Okay, so at the end of turn 2, this objective over here needs to be rolled for. So I got to see if my lieutenant's going to blow himself up trying to recover that objective. He only has 1 wound left. Oh, it was close, but no. So this is now discovered and seized by the Jackals. So at the end of turn 2, the Jackals have another 1, 2, 3 points for a total of 5. The humans are still at 2, so they get 3 more. And his entire army is laying down on the job right now.
Yeah, I'm done.
So it's
I call it.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's not much hope of the humans coming back from this one.
No.
Comments and thoughts. I like the overall idea. First thing I change, no double dice roll for the dangerous terrain test. That was insane. I can get behind use the dangerous terrain for the whole board. That's something spicy. But
Yeah.
twice as many dice. You guys saw what happened. It killed entire units in 1 turn.
That was a lot.
So I would reduce it to just dangerous terrain. That's it. It'll still hurt, but not that bad.
Yeah.
The other thing Josh and I were talking about is, in addition to gaining victory points through objectives, you could get them by dropping clear zones. By clearing areas of the minefield gets you an objective. Now, that's a cool idea because you can go around clearing zones. Your opponent can then remine them to take away those points from you. There's a lot of give and take, but the game's potentially only 4 turns, and you have to use a hold action to sow a minefield or clear a minefield. So 4 turns, 5 models, and you've got all these things to accomplish.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I think that there's just not enough time.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's enough time for all of it at once. I think if we were playing breakneck speed, not really doing much else, like really hyper focused, I think it could be very exciting. But yeah.
Yeah, so in addition to getting rid of the double dice for the dangerous terrain, the other thing I would say is don't make clearing an area or sowing mines in an area a separate action. Just make it, if you move, you can still do that. And that way you can drop tokens and still get your regular activations and shooting. The game, I think, will be a lot more dynamic, whereas the way this is, an entire model could spend 1 turn to move, 1 turn to lay down mines or clear mines, next turn to move again to try and get an objective, and then the game's pretty much over. So I like the idea at the start, but I definitely think it needs some work. So, okay, that took us 20 minutes? 15 minutes. So I think y'all are going to get a double header today. So we'll tidy things up and we'll come back doing a different scenario. All right, folks, here is round 2 since that first game went so fast. Now, we're using exact same setup, same armies. We're even leaving the objectives where they were. But what we're going to do differently is just go back to playing a regular game using the cards. So every turn we'll draw 3 cards, and both of us are trying to achieve those same 3 objectives. So we flipped over all the coins because now they have numbers on the side, and some of the cards will specify control, objective 4, 5, so on and so forth. So let's head over, take a look at the objectives. The Jackals won the roll-off again, so they will get the first activation. So, objectives for this first round. Lay them low, destroy an enemy unit. That one's always fun, and one of these just kill something. Next, changing priorities. We rolled a 5, which means control objective 5. And then the last one here, outmaneuver. Make sure that there's nobody in the center of the battlefield. So now we're trying to move there just to prevent the other person from getting it. So a lot of motion, a lot of seizing, a lot of killing. That's just how these games should be. It's really nice to just move and not have to roll for explosions. So the Beast Gunner, he had a massive bounding leap and then moved, so a full 10 inches up into this crater, and he is going to try and shoot down on the Beach Babes to prevent them from seizing objective 5. Within range of my, not my lieutenant, my captain, hitting on 3s. 3 hits, AP 1.
So 6s. Nope. Regen.
Oh, yeah, the great regen. Uh-oh,
Save 1.
just 1. But, I mean, that means there's still 1. Colonel Hardcheese moves up into the crater and is going to take a shot down the firing lane at my beast gunner.
5s. 1 hit.
1.
He has AP 2. I don't know if that helps
cover
anything.
does 1, so that's definitely not going to do it. So he takes a wound. The lieutenant, seeing his favorite beast gunner shot in the foot, is going to move forward and return fire. Reliable, so hitting on a 2. But that doesn't stop me from rolling a 1. Oh, it fell over. Does that count?
Doesn't that explode?
No, it was a 1.
So I just moved Dutch up, but I did activate his take aim. I did mix some things up between the last game and this one. I gave him take aim as opposed to the Predator, and I did put the Predator in ambush. So now he has take aim. First, he's going to give it to these 3 ladies over here, all at the same time.
Phrasing.
But he's also going to give it to himself because he's insatiable.
Hey, phrasing.
He's got a master rifle,
Oh my gosh.
as they can tell you, and he's going to be so quality 3.
I mean, the jokes just write themselves.
They do. 2 hits. No AP at all.
Okay, against the beast gunner.
Yes.
So
both
he
shots into
normally
the
is a
center.
4. Cover gives him a 3.
Yes.
2 saves.
Oh.
Makes him.
Yep.
Next activation for the Jackals. The Elite has moved up to take cover behind that pile of rubble. And the only target he has in range is Dutch. But, I mean, Dutch is standing on top of a plane wing, so he's kind of out in the open. Anyways, hitting you on a whopping 4. Nope, I'm within range of my captain, hitting you on a 3. Oh, he's not in cover. But it doesn't matter. All that talk, and it doesn't freaking matter. Beach Babes have decided to move forward. And Josh just keeps picking on this poor gunner.
There's nothing really within range other than that.
Well, that's not my fault.
That is not your fault. You're right about
Anyways,
that. Using their special abilities, so they're down to 4s, but then you're behind cover, so they're back to 5.
well, it's not that I'm behind cover, but yeah, it's because of my lieutenant.
Oh, yeah, the lieutenant.
His name's Diane.
Oh,
one.
1 hit.
Saving on a 3. That's a
Nice.
5. Still good. All right, the other Elite, this one with the plasma rifle, has moved up. Unfortunately, I couldn't get him in cover, but I could get him within range of Colonel Hardcheese. We're still debating over his rank. Here we go. With all
So
of
far
his,
in this game, they've all been pretty ranked, Chris.
with all his bonuses, he's sitting on a 3.
Nice.
That's a 3.
And-
AP 4.
AP 4, so 6.
Unfortunately, yes.
Nope, regen.
You don't have to.
Nope.
Yay!
Hit.
So at the end of turn 1, last couple activations, I had my captain. He unfortunately couldn't move into range of shooting. Those guys already took the good spots. So he just rushed up in order to get position for next turn. And then my beast rider was able to get his full bounding move, and he was able to rush up to the center to deny Josh the objective for no enemies in the center. So I'm going to get that point, giving the Jackals a score of 1. And unfortunately, the HDF was unable to seize an objective or wipe out a unit, so they are currently at a score of 0. But it's still early in the game. Let's see what the new objectives are as we move into turn 2. New orders from headquarters. Fire at will. Destroy 1 enemy unit with a ranged attack. Destroy 3 or more with ranged attacks for 2 points. But in Firefight, with such a low model count, if you destroy 3 or more, you basically just win. So I'm guessing this will be the only one we'll be going for. So, start of turn 2, Josh has brought the Predator in out of ambush. Very cinematic. Well done, sir. Just suddenly this shimmering field that looked like nothing, but or like a heat wave suddenly materialized into that. And he's going to put shots into my poor defenseless Elite who's standing in the open.
4s. 1 hit.
Ugh, saving on a 5. He can do it. He did it.
Nice.
All right.
I risked it, but there was no biscuit.
It was an absolutely solid plan. The dice just kind of ruined it for you.
Yeah.
My Kroot Rider didn't get a great bounding move, but it was enough for him to go charging in to this squad of the beach ladies. He wants to introduce himself. He's that awkward guy like I was at the high school dance. He's like, hey, you guys want to go out?
dance?
So, yeah, they're screaming in terror, trying to shoot him in the face. Anyways, so first, 2 impact. Both hit. Just regular.
5s. Save 1.
Ooh! He has a hunting hook, 2 attacks with lance, and reliable. Well, it doesn't matter that he's +1 to hit in melee then. Anyways, okay, so 2 hits, hitting you on 2s. That's both. Oh, lance. It's like AP3, I think.
Okay, so 6s.
2, AP2.
So 6s.
Regen. Oh, she did it! She done did it! My plan failed. Well, you can hit back. No. You can see with the way which Josh tossed that one that he wasn't expecting much. And you know what? He wasn't let down.
Activating Dutch. He's going to start off by doing his take aim. So 12 inches gives it to... Now he's going to give it to Blast Hard Cheese. However, his 6 inches can still get the job done with her for the
So
12.
he gives her the 6 and gives Cheese the 12.
Cheese gets the 12. The cheese is no longer standing alone.
Boy,
so he's getting it as well.
So he's giving it to her, he's giving it to him, he's giving it to himself.
Shooting at that big critter right there.
He's a busy guy. He's
3s.
Gonna be sore. Oh!
Ooh.
Saving on 3s.
Yes.
Saves 1, fails 1.
Nice.
He's down to 2.
Nice.
The lieutenant has scooched up just a little bit
Scooch.
to get a look at that one last beach lady over there. He's going to try and take her out.
Yep.
Dinner, flowers. Reliable, hitting on 2s. There we go.
Cheese at 6. No. Regen.
Regen.
Saber?
No.
I saw that 6 flash for a second.
Here we go.
5 or 6.
Come on. No,
No.
she's just stunned. I do not score the objective. Colonel Head Cheese turns his head and coughs. Or shoots, sorry.
Blast Hard Cheese. So his quality is normally 5, so he's down to 4. Trying to shoot it. Let's see what we can do.
4s? I think you got it.
Let's see.
Or
1 hit.
1.
AP 2.
Cover takes it to 1.
Yep.
Darn it, that's saving on a 5.
Yep.
No, he's down to 1 wound.
Sweet.
All right, since it didn't work asking out or taking out the one lady over there, this guy's going to try and take out her friend over here. He is within range of the captain, and so he is +1 to hit. So 3s. 2 hits.
6s.
Got 1.
6, and then regen.
Darn you!
6.
So Josh has a couple options here for scoring points. He can try and kill off that guy, but that involves dice rolling, and, well, dice don't like us. Then over here, though, that objective is still up for grabs. So he's run his last beach lady over here to try and grab it. But by doing so, he has put her in range of my captain here. So he's going to stand still, so he gets relentless. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 6s make me happy, but I didn't get any.
No AP, so 5.
Oh,
No.
regen. Okay. Now, she's never had to roll for
No, she has not. So 5 or
death.
6.
5 or 6.
Let's see that 5. There
it is.
That'll work. Okay, lunch? You want to go get lunch? I'm good.
All right, Josh has finished his activations. I still have 2 left, my elites. I'm going to have them hold because then they get relentless. So the one with the plasma rifle here is going to shoot across the battlefield at Colonel Captain Corporal Hard Cheese. 1 hit. He is going to be hitting on a 3 because of the buff of the captain. That's a 4.
All right.
AP 4.
So 6. Nope.
And he doesn't have regen? Oh, no, they were given it. Okay.
Yeah, the girls were giving it.
Then the last activation is this elite here is going to shoot at the Predator. Same thing, hitting on a 3. Just 1.
4. No.
Right, so at the end of round 2, the Jackals have scored 2 more points because by killing the beach lady here, they killed a unit and they killed the unit with shooting. So that's 2 points added. So we're at a total of 3 points to the Jackals, 0 to the defense force. And the defense force is looking pretty bruised here.
Well,
So
we were talking about it off camera. What I need to do is I just need to do a better job of building the defense force for skirmish.
So there's your reason to comment, folks. What build would you use for Defense Force? Because Skirmish tends to lend itself to more elite, and the Defense Force by nature is not an elite. Okay, we pulled the objectives for turn 3, and they're highly in favor of the Jackals. So even if we play out turn 3, what that will do is give the Jackals a chance to jump up to like 5 points, while the Human Defense Force is stuck at 0.
Yeah, there's really no way for me to even contest or gain a point at this juncture.
So we're going to call it there, and Jackals seem to be pretty good to me. I like them. Maybe I'll have to think about printing me up a full army.
Are you feeling the Crute itch or the Jackal itch to do something?
Well, I don't know. Folks, this is the army I had the showcase on. It's not even mine, but whoever's it is, you can be very happy knowing they did quite well on the table. So there you are, everybody. Any comments, especially about HDF builds that you find to be good for skirmish games? But until next time, keep your dice on the table. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's good enough.